of the following is the most important feature of Indian Republic? The head of the state is open for all citizens of the country. Which of the following is the most appropriate definition of a limited government? A government that rules within the limits set by the constitutional law. Which of the following arguments against democracy is correct? Democracy leads to instability and delay in decision making. Direct democracy is suitable only for the countries that have a sufficiently smaller population. Both the statements are correct. Which of the following is regarded as the heart and soul of the Indian Constitution? The right to constitutional remedies. With reference to the political party, consider the following statement. The Constitution has laid down detailed criteria for a political party to be recognized party. The Election Commission of India has recognized only 6 political parties as national parties. Only second one is correct. Constitution has not laid any criteria for political and recognized party. Which of the following are the conditions for a political party to become a national party? Political party to a national party. A party must secure at least 6% of the total votes in an election to the Lok Sabha. Consider the following subjects: education, forest, administration, cryptocurrency, cyber security. Which of the following subjects given above belong to the concurrent list of the Indian Constitution? Education, forest, administration of judgment belong to the concurrent list of the Constitution. Which of the following is not an essential feature of federalism? Division of powers among the different constituent units of government equally. Written constitution, independent judiciary are the features of the federalism. With reference to the scheduled languages in India, consider the following statement. There are 22 scheduled languages under the Constitution of India. This is right. State may have their own list of scheduled languages. No, such provision is not given in the Constitution. A candidate in an examination conducted for a central government position may opt to take examination in any of these languages. This is right. So option 1 and 3 is correct. How many of the following is considered as the violation of the fundamental rights? Banning a movie will be considered as the violation of the fundamental rights. Which of the following is considered as an important feature of parliamentary system of government? The ministers are the members of both legislature and executive. Ministers take oath of secrecy in the house in the office before pro tem speaker. No, it is before the president of India. It reflects the rule of majority. Okay. Statement 1 and 3 are correct. Supremacy of the constitution means the laws enacted by the center and the state must conform to the provisions of the constitution. The laws enacted by the center and state must conform to the provisions of the constitution. Which of the following characteristics power sharing in modern democracy? Power is being shared between different levels of government. Power is being shared among different organs of the government. Power is being shared among different social groups such as religious and linguistic groups. All the three are correct. All the above, all the given statements are correct. Which of the following is not a federal feature, is not a federal feature of the Constitution? The Constitution is written and notly amendable. This is the federal feature. Equal representation of all states in Rajya Sabha. This is not the federal feature of the Constitution. Which of the following best describe the idea of justice? Fairness in giving opportunity to all individuals. Which of the following is included in freedom of religion? It includes persuading people to convert from one religion to another. It also provides for not to follow any religion. Both the statements 1 and 2 are correct. Which of the following arguments are valid to justify state action to provide basic minimum conditions of life to all citizens? Providing all citizens with a basic minimum standard is one way of ensuring equality of opportunity. Which of the following statement best describes transformative constitutionalism? It entails instilling principles such as equality, liberty, fraternity, and dignity into society. Which of the following can be attributed to the idea of collective responsibility? All the ministers of a government are unanimous in support of policy. The ministers are responsible for the success and failures of the policies. The Council of Ministers is collectively responsible to the Lok Sabha, and as soon as the ministry loses its confidence of the House, it must resign. Statement 1, 2, 3 are correct. In the context of India, which of the following best resembles to the idea of socialism? Rule of law for the betterment of all. Which of the following is the main consideration of objectives resolution? All the people shall be guaranteed with social, political and economic justice. India should promote world peace and welfare of mankind. Consider the following statement with regard to preamble. Preamble may be invoked to determine the ambit of the fundamental rights and directive principles of state policy. Preamble was put to vote in Constituent Assembly by a motion which says preamble is the part of the Constitution. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Which of the following comes under the ambit of word socialism added in preamble? Equal pay for equal work. State ownership of any industry. This is this doesn't come. Decent standard of living. Decent standard of living to reduce inequalities. With reference to formation of new state, consider the following argument. Any state can be converted into union territory without the consent of the state legislature. This statement is correct. Any state can be converted into union territory without the recommendation of the president. No, with the recommendation of the president. Therefore, statement 1 is correct. Which of the following statements are correct? The JVP committee was set up to study the recommendations of the DAR committee. Yes, true. It is correct. The JVP committee did not advocate for large-scale linguistic organization. It did make special mention of the Andhra Pradesh. Okay, this is the right. The DAR Commission recommended the reorganization of states on the basis of the geographical contiguity and administrative viability. The DAR Commission recommended the reorganization of states on the basis of the geographical contiguity and administrative viability. So all the above statements, all the given statements are correct. With reference to the formation of the state, consider the following statement. Daman and Diu and Dadra and Nagar Haveli have been merged by the simple majority. This is correct. Sikkim has been added to the Indian territory by special majority. Right. The acquisition of a foreign state does not require the recommendation of the president. This is also true. Therefore, all the given statements are true. Which of the following came into force on the 26th November 1949? Citizenship by migration, citizenship by registration, the idea of having election commission. All the given statements are correct. Consider the following statement with reference to overseas citizen of India. Any person who is a citizen of another country but eligible to become citizen of India at the time of commencement of the Constitution. Any person who is a citizen of another country but eligible to become citizen of India at the time of commencement of the Constitution. Any person who is a citizen of any country but belongs to the territory that became the part of India after 15th August 1947. He is not eligible to enjoy equality in the matter of the public employment. All the given three statements are correct with reference to overseas citizen of India. With reference to the citizenship, consider the following statement. In India, both a citizen by birth as well as a naturalized citizen are eligible for the office of President. Yes, true. The Constitution of India empowers the Parliament to enact a law with respect to the matters related to the citizenship. This is also correct. Hence, both the given statements are true. Which of the following is the most appropriate definition of the right to equality? Enabling everyone to have an equal opportunity to achieve whatever one is capable of. This is the right to equality. Appropriate definition of the right to equality. Enabling everyone to have an equal opportunity to achieve whatever one is capable of. This is the correct definition, appropriate definition of the right to equality. Which of the statements given below are true for the right against exploitation? Right against exploitation. Prohibition of traffic in human beings. Which of the following is an instance of an exercise of a fundamental right? An Indian from one state may travel freely throughout the territory of India and may settle in part until not limited. Any citizen of India may choose to own land in any part of the country to start a business until not limited. A citizen of India who is accused of any offence may choose not to provide his biometric details until not limited. A citizen of India who is accused of any offence may choose not to provide his or her biometric details until not limited. The statement 1, 2, 3 are correct. Consider the following statement with respect to minority educational institutions. The property can be acquired by the government only through enactment of law. The only limitation on the government is to compensate adequately. The only limited on the government is to compensate adequately. Which of the following is part of right against exploitation? Prohibition of traffic, prohibition of employment of children in hazardous job, these two are right against exploitation. The Constitution had provided different rights to ensure fair trial. Which of the following are such rights? No person would be punished for the same offence more than once. No law shall declare any action as illegal retrospectively. No law shall declare any action as illegal retrospectively. No person shall be asked to give evidence against himself. All the given statements are correct. Which of the following statement is correct with regard to reservation? Reservation is a fundamental right of an individual. No, it is not the fundamental right of the individual. Reservation on the basis of residence can be made by the state legislature. In India, reservation is based on the caste system but not on residence. So, neither one nor two is correct. Which of the following statements validate the objectives of the fundamental rights? These rights are guarantees. These rights are guarantees of the way of life. Which of the following fundamental rights are available against private entity? Which of the following rights are available against private entity? Prohibition of discrimination on certain grounds, abolition of untouchability, right to education, prohibition of trafficking, right to life. These five fundamental rights are available against private entity. Therefore, all the given statements are true. Which of the following constitute the part of freedom of speech and expression? Right to know information, right to know information, right to maintain silence, right to choose the medium of instruction, no pre-censorship of press. All the given four statements are true. Which of the following statements with respect to free and fair trial? It protects the risk against the risk that evidence will lose by the passage of time, thus impairing the ability of the accused to defend himself. It protects against the risk that evidence will be lost by passage of time, thus impairing the ability of the accused to defend himself. Which of the following is correct with respect to the freedom of conscience? Conscience. It has no necessary connection with any particular religion or any faith in God. It implies the right not to be converted into another religion and to belong to any religion to all. Consider the following statement with reference to the preventive detention. It is the right of detained to be informed on of the ground of detention. It is the right of detained to be informed on the ground of detention. The first law relating to the preventive detention was enforced in 1950. One cannot be detained beyond 3 months without the approval of the advisory committee. The above statements, the given three statements are correct. Which of the following correctly differentiates between Article 26 and Article 30? Article 26 provides the right to maintain the institution, while Article 30 provides for the right to administer the institution. Article 26 is subjected to public order, while Article 30 is free from such limitations. Article 26 gives right to establish institution to the majority as well as minority, while Article 30 gives a right to establish institution to minorities only. So all the given statements are correct. Which of the following is the part of right to establish and administer an institution under Article 30? Right to take disciplinary action, right to impart religious institutions, right to select students and principal. All the given statements are correct. Consider the following statements with regard to fundamental rights. Not all the fundamental rights are directly enforceable. Statement 1 is correct. The right to move to the court under Article 32 can be suspended in case of suspension of fundamental rights of members of armed forces, restriction of fundamental rights under martial law. So statement 1 and 3 are correct. Consider the following with reference to the fundamental right guaranteed by the Constitution of India. Prohibition of traffic in human beings and forced labor protects the individual only against the state. No, this is not correct. No person shall be compelled to pay any taxes or fees for the promotion or maintenance of any particular religion or religious denomination. This is also not correct. So, neither 1 nor 2 is correct. Consider the following statement regarding right to freedom. Right to movement can be restricted on the ground of public interest. The statement 3 is correct. Consider the following statement with respect to freedom of speech and expression. It is available only to the citizens of India and not to foreign nationals. Right to freedom of speech and expression can be limited only by the law, not by the executive action. So both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Which of the following statement regarding the writ is correct? The writ of mandamus cannot be issued in case of violation of contract. No, it can be issued. A writ of certiorari can be issued against administrative authorities. No, it is judicial and quasi-judicial only. So this is wrong. The writ of habeas corpus can be issued against kidnapping of a person. No, this is also not correct. So all the given statements are not correct.